Hey Bryce, this is Margot. I'm just calling since we can't meet anymore over tutor mate because the schools are closed. I'm gonna read you a story. So hopefully you hear this. I hope you're doing great with all your ninja siblings. And I'm thinking of you. Okay, When Will We Get There by Anne Hart. Dylan climbed into the back seat. He helped his little sister with her seatbelt. The car was filled with dolls, stuffed animals, books, and crayons. Did you bring everything in your room, Laura? He asked. Laura shook her head. No, my bed's still there. Dylan laughed. Mom started the car and backed out of the driveway. Dylan opened his book. Chapter 1, he read. When will we get there? Laura tugged at Dylan's sleeve. He looked up. Mom, how long will it take to get to Nana's? Mom glanced at her watch. We'll be there in 2 hours. Laura frowned. That's forever. She picked up a doll and combed its hair. Oh, the little sister's getting tired. I don't think she's good at waiting. Dylan looked down at his book. Chapter 1, he read. Peter Potter was stuck. How much longer now? Laura said. Dylan looked up. Almost 2 hours. Laura frowned. She pulled out a piece of paper. She opened a box of crayons and started to draw. Dylan looked out the window. They were on the highway. Trucks and cars whizzed by. The trees on the side of the road were a blur. He watched a man on a red motorcycle pull up beside them. A tiny dog sat in front of the rider. Dylan waved. The motorcycle sped up and disappeared. Dylan looked down at his book. Chapter 1, he read. Peter Potter was stuck. His leg was trapped. When will we get there? Laura said. Dylan sighed. Soon. He looked up. You could play with your dolls, he said. Dylan can't get one word in his book. Oh no. Laura shook her head. They're watching a movie. She pointed to a piece of blank paper. It was taped to the back of the seat. The three dolls and a stuffed animal sat in front of it. You could draw a picture, Dylan tapped the box of crayons. It's too bumpy. You could read a book, Laura frowned. She opened her alphabet book. Do you think Laura knows how to read? I think she might be too little. Dylan looked down at his own book. Chapter 1, he read. Peter Potter was stuck. His leg was trapped under a giant rock. When will we get there? Laura said. Laura, I'm trying to read, Dylan said. Laura smiled. She poked Dylan's leg. Will you read to me? Dylan sighed. Will you be quiet? Laura nodded. Oh, he's going to read to her. Dylan slid closer to his sister. He buckled his seatbelt and opened his book. Chapter 1, Dylan said. Peter Potter was stuck. Laura grew quiet. Dylan read a little more. His leg was trapped under a giant rock. Laura rested her head on Dylan's arm. Dylan kept reading. He pulled and pulled, but it wouldn't move. Laura was silent as Dylan read. He peeked down at his sister. She was sound asleep. Dylan kept reading. When Dylan was on the 5th chapter, the car slowed. Mom turned onto a small street. She pulled into a driveway and stopped. Dylan looked up. Nana waved and hurried toward the car. Laura lifted her head. She rubbed her eyes. When will we get there? She said. Dylan laughed. We're there. The end. That's the end of the book, Bryce. It's so funny. It's a book about a brother reading to a sister. And right now I'm reading to you. And hopefully you can read to your siblings too. Anyways, I hope you're doing well. I miss getting to talk to you every week. Talk again soon. Bye.